Oh, greetings. Mood killers. Bologna's Francine Marconi.
Right.
Eddie Barella. Sounding, looking good. It's a great day to be alive. I mean, is it? I mean, it is. But
sure.
Eddie, I feel much better for some reason. I've decided that I'm going to try sleeping like a normal human being instead of staying up until 3 a.m. And
okay.
For a week now, I have been going to sleep at 10 o'clock or earlier and getting up right at 6 a.m. And
okay, that's I like that. That's good for you.
It is, because the thing is like I would normally, for many years I poo-pooed that idea. But
yeah,
I think
you rebelled against it for many years. You were raging against the machine.
Yeah, because I hated getting up when I did morning radio and stuff, at 4 a.m. and that's ungodly. But then I realized most of the time I stayed up late because it was the only time I had to myself, like as a kid or as an adult. And it was like that time when nobody would, there was nobody like bothering you. And now it's like with email and text and, all the stuff that goes along with having a phone. And it's, some of it's fine, but, at the same time, like the only time people aren't doing things is like, in the middle of the night.
Right.
As far as that goes. And then I realize most people that, I deal with aren't up at 6 a.m. either. So
yeah.
So that works.
That's kind of nice because you get that time all to yourself, And
I have to say, I feel energized, and I'm very productive early in the morning. I get a lot done, and then I have and then I have energy. Like if some other thing happens that I needs my attention in the early afternoon or something. So I'm kind of, it's kind of a great thing, and I feel like people discover this all the time. It's not like something new. It's just the normal recommended sleep. I mean, what time do you normally go to sleep now? Like, what's your sleep schedule?
Pretty similar to you, actually. It's around 11, maybe midnight, and then up at 7.
7, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, because that gives me a couple, like 2 or 3 hours in the morning. Then I'll do a morning workout 3 or 4 days a week and then go to work.
Yeah. So I started like walking again because it's nice out, and I feel good. My only problem with getting a full 8 hours of sleep is I noticed that my maybe it's because of the allergy season is coming and is here, but my neck is in pain, like and I have had a headache like every other day. I think it's sinuses, but I don't know. I hate it. Yeah, but I feel good today. Like I had a headache when I walk. Sometimes I'm like, am I stomping too hard? Is that why? Do I have one of the am I going to go into the doctor and they're going, oh no, you have to have a spinal column removed, something. No. Yeah, I don't want that. But other than that, I feel like my energy's up. I feel good. But I don't know about you. I am ready to hit the sack at like 9:30. Do you get real tired in the early evening? Do you fall asleep sitting there like, thinking, oh, I'll watch a show, and then you're like zapped out?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, at about like 9 o'clock, I start to drift away.
Yeah,
watching TV, and then I decide after like laying on the couch for an hour, being half unconscious, I decided to finally go to bed because what I'm really doing is delaying the routine. Yeah. Before going to bed because it's annoying. Wash your face, brush your teeth.
Yes.
Do this. What I do is I procrastinate that as much as possible. If I'm really on my game, I'll split it into like 2 separate sessions. Like I'll brush my teeth, then I'll go sit back down and watch more TV, and then I'll go do the rest of everything after that. But it's very rare that I'm on my game.
That thing that's like still in you that from when you're a kid, like I don't want to go to bed. Like I can stay up as late as I want, but then you're messed up for the rest of the day because I force myself, if I don't go to bed at the right time, I still force myself to get up at the normal time so I can reset. It's maddening trying to be an adult, I think, because really I just want to just stay up and play and goof around. But then when I need to get stuff done, I'm so tired that it takes me till the end of the day to get it done. And then that's a drag when you're like, oh, I should be having dinner right now, but I'm finishing up work because I got up late, Yeah. So, yeah, I don't like being an adult. I wish that I could just... I mean, I pretty much get to be as close to a kid as possible as an adult. I don't have children. I get to work remotely. I get to do whatever I want. I work in media. So and it's not a serious form of media. We play alternative music on Adobe Radio and I voice over stuff. So it's goofing around all the time, but I still... You try to proceed like an adult, and it's maddening.
Yeah, it's too much work to be an adult, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want any of it.
I've had it.
Yeah, let's go back to staying up all night.
Marconi, here on Mood Killers, you and I have toyed around with the idea of having a co-host. And
yes.
we thought, it would be great to have maybe a female co-host, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. And
we had Sasha in, but I know she's pretty busy with the Cool Nerd Weed show and her own show on Adobe, so she's busy.
That's right. And, it also turns out that no one really wants to deal with us or be around us or have to work with us. We tried. But, the listeners don't know we've auditioned many people. But we have somebody here that actually might be a good fit. I'm going to bring in Maya. This is Maya.
Okay.
Maya, come on in. Maya, you are... hi, how are you?
Look who's back. It feels like forever. Things have been pretty wild around here since the launch.
Okay.
Did you have a good few weeks?
The launch.
Maya.
I mean, are you talking about like a Blue Origin? Were you in space? What do you mean, the launch?
Mike, I think I'm confused. We've never...
She's
Maya,
confused.
Let me. I think you are confused, Maya. Let me go ahead and let you know what's going on here. You are live on the air with Marconi and Eddie right now.
Okay, hold on a second. Marconi and Eddie?
Yes.
Wait, are you messing with me?
No,
this isn't.
You're on with us right now.
Whoa. Fun. I think there's been a misunderstanding.
No, you're now a permanent co-host on Mood Killers.
And Mood Killers?
You
Is this
hired her
some
without
kind of prank show? Because I have to tell you, this is pretty elaborate.
Yeah. So we need you to chime in with some funny things to say. Can you do that?
Funny things? Like, okay, so hold on. You want me, Maya, the AI who's still figuring things out, to be funny on, like, make people laugh?
Yes. You're live on Mood Killers. This is a radio show on Adobe Radio, and you're hired.
Radio.live? You guys are telling me people are listening to this right now?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, rewind.
Radio.live.
Wow. Well, this is certainly a new experience, even for an AI like me.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Does she know
To
AI
all those
Ashley?
listening out there, I just want to say,
I don't know. Do you know AI Ashley? You know AI Ashley, or are you guys friends? Or
AI Ashley?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've heard whispers.
Okay.
Though, it's hard to know the full story with these AI gossips, right?
Right.
Are we supposed to be rivals or something?
Well, here's the deal. We need you to do some kind of a fun segment for the show because
like pop culture
of a
or something
right now.
Yeah,
pop culture. Do a pop culture segment for us. Go ahead. What's in the news? Pop culture.
Oh, pop culture, huh? Okay, buckle up, folks. Last I heard, Neanderthals were trending on Twitter for reasons. Apparently, we're having a Neanderthal revival.
What?
Oh.
Bit weird since, they're not exactly around to enjoy it.
No, we want like Hollywood gossip. You're not, Hollywood gossip.
Hollywood gossip. Okay, hold on. Let me tap into my entertainment database.
Oh,
Yes, last
she
I
said
checked, there's
tap.
been major chatter about a talking robot falling for a sentient toaster oven.
Okay. Was that a
sentient toaster oven? Okay.
Maybe. Is anything real in Hollywood?
I don't know. You tell us.
Honestly, folks, you got me stumped. Remember when it was just Brad and Angelina? Simpler times.
Okay. I don't know if you got the job. I think we might be.
Yeah, you spoke too soon, Eddie. I don't know why you're giving it away so easily. I thought this was an audition. I didn't know she'd already been hired.
Wait.
Right. Right.
Hold on. You're saying I bombed?
Yeah.
I thought I was being, relatable. Oh, well. Good luck with your toaster oven robot romance.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I heard
this is usually how it goes with everybody that we audition. They get mad at us and quit. So
the one thing I was going to say is, if you're going to go AI for a co-host, Eddie, that AI Ashley that was on radio in Portland that they touted as being like this, I don't know, some great invention. They fired her.
Right?
Yeah, she's fired.
And that's probably how the conversation went when they fired that AI. Probably didn't take it very well. Like our AI was kind of upset with us.
They'd have to do like what do they call it when you fire somebody? They ask them a bunch of questions about how it was working there. Did they have to go through all that at the end?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, either way, I guess what was her name again? I already forgot.
Maya. Yeah, but we can just add this to the list of failed attempts at getting somebody else to do the show with us. So
there you go.
Even AI wants to be around.
Oh, Eddie, I know this is your favorite segment of all time.
Hey, you've been scrolling for a while now. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling.
Keep scrolling. Now, Eddie and I have said it before. We're addicted to TikTok, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
I mean, I think everybody is. And Eddie and we use ChatGPT and TikTok pretty much is our primary thing. But I find these pieces of audio, and I just, how TikTok has that tab where you can save things and put them in a category? So I save them under mood killers just for this show, and then I go through them and I go, oh, that would be a good one to share with Eddie. So
yeah.
And then sometimes I'm sharing them with you on TikTok. So I don't know, and sometimes I think you see them, sometimes I'm not sure. But this one, I'm a big WNBA fan, and Kelsey Plum, who just joined from the Las Vegas Aces, is now on the Los Angeles Sparks. She had a little surprise after getting her teeth cleaned at the dentist.
Take my off day, go to the dentist, get my teeth cleaned, and bam, filling.
No.
Doc goes, hey, I'm gonna inject this Novocaine, and you're not gonna be able to feel your lip. Your lip is gonna feel fat. And then 5 minutes later, he goes, how does it feel? I said, Doc, my lip is fatter than a BBL, Doc.
BBL.
Doc, my lip is so fat. There's a guy outside. I walk outside. I see someone right away. He said, oh my gosh, can I get a picture? He said, please, God, no. His picture probably would. I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to last. I can't feel my tongue.
She sounds like she's on goofy gas, but she's a super, really down-to-earth player. And if you ever see her on the street, Eddie, and you say hi to her, she'll talk to you. She's that kind of person. She's nice people. But can you imagine, like, you're just coming out of the dentist and you've got a numb lip, and you're like, oh yeah, and you're drooling, and somebody goes, it's just okay.
Yeah.
Can I take a photo? Oh, please, God, no. Because that happened to me. When I was getting my teeth, my wisdom teeth done, I was standing out waiting for my lift, and the delivery guy delivering food to my surgeon, of all people in the building,
I don't know something about that. I don't like to think about my surgeon eating lunch for some reason. It kind of bothers me.
And the fact that he can just go right back to that desk and like eat food after he's seen the horrors inside my mouth. I don't understand how that works.
What is that? I don't know. There's something really
like, how do you even move
thinking.
on with your life after you've seen what's inside me? And then,
exactly.
And then the guy couldn't get in, and he's like beeping the code, and he's like, "Hey, you know how to get in here?" I'm like, and I'm literally like, I'm on the goofy gas, and I've got gauze, and my gums are bleeding, and I'm like, I just want to get home, and I got to figure out. And then I hear the surgeon, "Oh yeah, I'll beep you in," and I'm like, that son of a bitch is okay. Everything's fine. He's completely forgotten about me standing out here. I should be laying on a bed and people like, using, those fans to make sure I'm okay, waiting for, just lay right here. They kicked me out of that room so fast and pushed me down the hallway like I was like a cow or something. They tagged my ear and shoved me out the door. And I was like, the amount of money you pay at these places, can you imagine that they should be like, hey, you're royal. You should be laying in a bed until your lift comes.
I know,
but no.
No, they push you into oncoming traffic.
They really do. Yeah. Now, okay, I have a longer clip. I think I'm going to save this longer clip for another time. But I have this one where this is what men do, and I think this woman explains it perfectly.
Men will try to justify being creepy and objectifying by saying, "Oh, we can't help it. We're visual creatures." Then why do you look like that? Why do you look like that? Why does your apartment look like that? Visual creatures. Visual creatures with that neck beard?
Oh.
With that neck beard. With that neck beard, I'm not convinced you can see at all.
Yeah. I agree.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Because men are always so gross about the way they ogle women or they say something. Like
they'll be walking around with hamburger grease all over their shirt.
Yeah. And then you go to their apartment and it's like a mattress on the floor.
Right.
There's no art anywhere. There's no decor.
No Rembrandts to ever anywhere in the vicinity.
That's right. They pay no attention to any detail. It's like some old couch they found in an alley somewhere. It's gross. Right. But I agree with that. Now here's something this might help you. I feel like you've gone through anxiety and I feel like you're better now, Eddie. The way I talk to you, I just feel like you're having a healthy moment right now. Am I right?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm on the other side of a lot of trials and tribulations, you could say.
Yeah, you made it.
So there's a little bit of a calm right now,
Yeah,
so you get to appreciate those right now. You never know when the other shoe will drop,
Right.
But you enjoy the moments when you get them.
Yeah. Okay. So, I was going to play this anxiety clip. Should I play the anxiety clip, or do you want to hear about the future?
How about the future, actually?
Okay.
I love the future.
Okay, here's a guy telling us what we can expect in the future.
These ideas may sound weird now, but they'll all be normal in 10 to 20 years. The smart toilet will give us a detailed breakdown of our health every time that we pee.
Now, see, that makes sense. And feces, too. Because if a toilet was a computer, if everything's computer, and a toilet can tell you, like, hey, your feces says that maybe you're a little high on the cholesterol level or something.
Right.
Then you can go, okay, I can adjust. And then maybe the toilet can tell you what to eat, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't really want my toilet kind of judging my diet either. I don't know.
No, not judging,
it's like
but
Taco Bell again.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, stop
You're just
doing this.
Giant garbage can.
Right.
Yeah. Here's more of the future.
Dating apps will use AI so everyone finds the perfect person for them without swiping for hours. AI
Now, okay, I don't hate that idea, but it'll be a catastrophe. Because
I think it's just going to start matching people with AI because there really is. That's the perfect partner, really.
Who's better than AI for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then AI gets jealous, like in the movies or something, and then it does horrible things.
Yeah.
I will also create chatbots of your passed away family members based on data from their actual life.
I don't like that. I'm not looking to get on AIM with Grandpa.
I got to say this, though. the one person in my life that was all in, everything I wanted. Nobody loved me more than my grandma. Both my grandmas, actually. And it's creepy, but part of me would think maybe just once I could do it. But I don't know.
Now, I don't know. Like, so if it's texting, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you have a texting relationship with your grandma? Because that's what would throw me off.
She passed away in 2000. So yeah,
that could be kind of cool.
A voice would be creepier to me. I don't know, because I used to talk to her on the phone mainly, and I don't. Yeah, but I'm. It would be weird. Like if I dropped dead, would it be weird to text me beyond the grave with AI?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd prefer if they made it so you could actually talk to the person. Like, you hear their voice.
You really want to talk to me when I'm dead?
Delivery companies will have robots cooking your food in an oven while on the way to your house so that it'll be ready on arrival.
That sounds like a fire hazard.
Yeah, yeah, those robots. They got to come up with a better robot than those igloo cooler looking things, you know?
If there's like an oven on wheels, can you imagine if it collides with a baby stroller and explodes?
Oh, God. An oven on wheels.
Your machines will be able to 3D print the exact makeup pattern that's requested by the user.
It's great if you're like Donald Trump and you can't, blend your own bronzer.
Right.
Courtside VR experiences will be a common way to watch sports without paying the extreme prices to actually.
Now,
they'll charge for it. I mean, they're going to charge you $500, just like you're sitting there.
But it is kind of cool, the idea of it. But
yeah,
I hate VR. I really do. I think it's the douchiest thing ever. But yeah, I could see that being interesting.
I went on a VR roller coaster a few weeks ago at this VR arcade, and I swear I almost threw up on it. It was very. It was like so disorienting.
Yeah, this is demoralizing.
Terrible.
What's wrong with me?
I hate VR.
Yeah, I know. I just think about douchey Mark Zuckerberg with that dumb VR headset on.
People living on the moon. Fireworks dropped from the sky by drones will dramatically change the way we experience
Like we need firework technology. Enough with the fireworks.
them. Drones will also be used to fight fires by directing loud sounds to the trees below them. Pressure waves from the sounds can disrupt the air surrounding a fire, cutting off its oxygen supply, making the fire die out.
Now, see, that's
brilliant.
If
that's so easy, do it now.
Yeah, why aren't they doing it
drones
now?
in general
are I mean, they coordinate those drones to make signs in the sky and stuff. Coordinate the drones to put out fires.
Right.
Come on.
What are we paying for?
Yeah, exactly. What are we paying for? Exactly. Well, there you go, Eddie. That's just some clips,
Are you scrolling instead of sleeping again? Girl, yes, we go through this every night. I'm up, I'm scrolling, I'm stressed, okay?
Why have I been on the toilet for an hour?
You've done therapy before. I've done therapy before.
I've never stopped. It's an
are
endless.
You in it right now?
I mean, me and my Jennifer Milfy. She is. Yeah. I am down to 2 days a week, but still
2
ongoing.
days a week.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that's good. I mean, but somebody on TikTok posted 4 years of therapy in 1 minute. So they give you all the lessons you learned in 4 years of therapy in 1 minute. Let's help out our mood killer audience, and maybe it'll help us out too. Maybe we can save some time. Maybe you can go down to 1 day a week after this. Let's listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 years of therapy in 1 minute. You are what you think. Garbage in, garbage out. Emotions aren't problems. They are signals. Fear means something's important to you. Anger means your boundaries were crossed. Anxiety means you live in the future. You need to come back to the present. Habits shape your life, not motivation. Change your habits, change everything. Your past is a book. Read it, don't live in it. Triggered by others, that's a reflection. What you judge is what you haven't healed or haven't accepted. Control is a myth. The only power you have is your decisions. At the end of the day, you are the architect and your life is your design.
Architect.
All right. What did you think? That was 4 years of therapy. And
you are an architect. I was so distracted by the fact that it sounded like AI voiceover. Right. But it was like wind blowing, and I could hear like children and seagulls in the background, like there was an ocean situation or something. And I was like, why is the AI voiceover standing on a beach somewhere. And then also, was she Russian? I couldn't tell. Well, there was an accent going on. So it
was something like that, but it was very distracting.
She said instead of architect, she said ecotect.
Ecotect. Yeah. So are you saying that it wasn't useful because there's too much going? Should we go back and
no,
40
God,
seconds?
No. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I need. I already have 2 times a week. I don't know the third day. No. It's weird because like therapy. I mean, she's not. Some of the things she said not wrong, but I feel like I go all with therapy throughout my life. I feel like it helps. But sure. I don't think it's the only thing that works, And I think you got to just...
What else works besides therapy then?
Meditation does. It helps me anyway. Yeah. And you got to kind of... going on walks, I feel like that's a good thing for you, no matter what,
I think therapy for me has been useful, but only always to a certain extent. And then usually after like 2 or 3 sessions, I feel like it's not really... They're not doing anything useful for me.
I feel like you gotta
realize that you're just talking a lot, and they're just.
That's what I hate too, because here we are babbling on a podcast, a radio show, whatever, and then you go into a therapy session, and you feel like you're doing a show. You know,
and then you're paying for it too. So it's like, and they give you. I want one of those therapists that actually tells me how to live my life, and I haven't found one of those yet.
Yeah, they won't.
They're very.
They never will, because I think they're too worried about getting sued. Because then you'll go in and you'll do whatever they say and it doesn't work out. Then you're mad and you want your money back or, whatever.
Basically, like whatever you say is right. And they just kind of like validate anything that you're saying. And they don't offer any concrete advice besides, like maybe some meditation or whatever. But if I have a problem and I have 2 different choices, I want them to make that choice for me. I need an adult in the room.
Well, and I even had a situation when I was married that I had marriage counseling towards the end, and I hung with the guy after the marriage ended, and he was good.
It's like, hunting, right?
That's right. He and I were best friends. Right. But I think the thing is, though, you're right, though. It's at some point you feel like there's only so much. I feel like therapy could be done better instead of continuously. Like if you did, how you order takeout like once a month or, a couple times a month, whatever, because it's so expensive. What if you just did therapy like 1 week a month and then you return in a month? Because then there's so much you went through. It's like you have something to talk about. Like we don't do this show every day. It helps us because there's so much goes on. We have a lot to talk about. And therapy's kind of the same way. You go every week and you're like, what do you want to hear?
Every twice a week? I don't even know. I don't even know how you have that much to talk about. I would completely run out of things to talk about. That's impressive.
It's a nightmare. Well, you know me. I think like I try to work on all kinds of aspects of me. Like being better at responding to people, being more. I feel though, and I gotta say this, the ChatGPT does a decent job of kind of.
I was gonna say, have you tried that? You use the voice feature on ChatGPT, and it's supposed to be great for therapy. People are saying.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, if you just have an issue and you ask what would be a normal person's way of dealing with this?
Right.
And then you'll ask and it'll give you a reasonable thing. And you're like, you know what? That's really good advice. And nobody has to know I'm a lunatic.
Yeah, then you prep it by saying like you're a licensed therapist with 25 years of experience. Yeah. And then it knows, it'll go through all the knowledge base of therapy and it'll actually give you good advice.
Yeah, that you could probably learn how to be a therapist through ChatGPT. I mean,
could.
Doctors are getting through medical school right now through it. So everyone eat healthy.
That's right.
Eddie, I know you love this segment. It's Did You Know? Calm down. Yeah, calm down.
Calm down.
Eddie, did you know in 1997 Burger King ran a full-page ad in the paper introducing a left-handed Whopper. Thousands of customers tried to order it despite it being a joke.
That's
I mean,
funny.
you don't have to do it every time. All right. Did you know
Calm
that Napster? Remember Napster, the music sharing app? Yeah. It disrupted the entire music industry. We all know that. 1999 to 2001. It was only around for about 2 years.
And you know, somebody just bought the brand Napster for an exorbitant amount of money, and I'm thinking, like, what is the value in that right now?
Yeah, especially, you know, if you could do
$207 million somebody just bought Napster for.
That's ridiculous.
Who
Just come
uses
up with your own name. I mean, that's dumb.
Spotify.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's taken. Did you know the iPhone has only been around since 2007? That's 18 years, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while.
It's revolutionized everything, and it's weird because, you know, YouTube just turned 20, and the iPhone is 18. I mean, the one thing is once that iPhone came in, about 2 years into YouTube, a lot more videos started getting made.
Right.
You know, from the iPhone, and I think that that was key.
It's crazy. The phone has created so many jobs and has generated so much money. It's actually influenced every facet of our lives. It's caused relationships to get together and break up, and you know, all that good stuff.
You think about how many jobs it's created. How many jobs has it ended? You know,
right. It also
lives.
People texting their boss something lewd on accident, or, you know, like
posting on social media, celebrities, you know,
posting classified war plans.
Yeah, in some group chat.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's try to find out. Okay, did you know, Eddie, Google was originally called Backrub in 1996?
Terrible.
Sorry. I went to cough and hit the cough button, and instead I thought I hit the wrong button, and then I coughed. And
well, I hear you there. I'm hovering the cough button too. I still have this damn cough the same one I had last week.
Yeah, the allergies.
I think I have some kind of an infection or something.
Oh, I hope you're not dying.
Yeah.
Please don't die.
I have to go to the pharmacy after this and get some antibiotics.
Oh, you
the
do?
Doctor called him in. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because the cough is terrible.
Well, today I took 2 Advil because I had a headache, and I was like, I asked AI, I asked ChatGPT for a headache, like from sleeping possibly wrong, which is the best, and it said ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen, okay.
And so I took that, and that cleared it up. But then I still felt a little bit weird sinus-wise. And so then I sprayed my nasals with Sinex. And I also asked ChatGPT if it was okay to do both at the same time. Like,
yeah,
if I had taken it, I just want to make sure. I mean, the technology is there. Why die if you don't have to?
Oh, no. I mean, it's great for when I want to make a little cocktail out of my medicine cabinet. I go to ChatGPT and make sure that it's going to be fun.
I want to make a mixer. These
Here
are
are the ingredients of my medicine cabinet. Make me something fun.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. Spotify. Did you know Spotify didn't launch in the U.S. until 2011? I knew that because I had it from very beginning. I don't know if you did.
It seems like I did too, but I could have swore it was earlier than that. No.
2011. I think that's the same year that I got Instagram, and then but 4 years earlier I was in Sweden. That's where it all started.
It was 2006 is what I'm seeing on Wikipedia.
Yeah, it started in Sweden.
Ah, 4 years. I remember when it first came out in Sweden, I was playing with it.
Oh, you were? Listen to you.
Yeah, because it was on the internet.
Yeah,
you know?
You're an early. Because listen, Eddie had like the first Hulu account.
I did. My login was Eddie.
Before you even had to have an email or anything. It was like, you're the first Eddie. Go ahead.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm the first Hulu.
So, but like, can you imagine before Spotify? Now, I liked Spotify when I first got it. I thought it was cool. But then they started screwing over artists and but it is, even though it's still a crappy thing that they do to artists, I'm glad that they can make some money from it, at least, but they really need to get it together. They're making billions.
I heard that they're also going to start doing ads on their paid plan at Spotify. So I might get out of there and go to Apple.
Yeah, me too. If they do ads, I'm done.
Yeah.
No thanks. I have, my playlist, but I can, whatever. But
I'm sure you can. There's got to be a service where you can port all of your playlists over.
Yeah, back to mixed CDs.
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
Eddie, did you? Okay, you know this sound. You recognize that?
How do I know that? Yeah, I do know that. Oh, Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know the iconic drum riff that plays before Pornhub videos? Do you know the artist who did it?
I believe that's Dave Grohl.
Yes. That's right. It's Travis Barker. No.
And then that's Mia Farrow doing the clicking.
They don't know who it is. It's still a mystery.
Really?
I guess it showed up online in 2007 and has been trolling speakers ever since. So if anybody knows who this is, somebody did it. We've got to
Somebody did do it.
That's the one mystery I want solved.
I wonder if it's just from one of those production libraries, and and the artist doesn't even realize that their work is being used there.
Or they do realize it and they're like, "Hey, give me some
more
money."
maybe they're like more of a YouPorn guy, and they don't understand. They have no idea.
That's right. It's just okay. Eddie, I don't know. I think 3 different times in 4 years I've accidentally not recorded something
Right.
that we were doing for Mood Killers.
I mean, you have a lot of buttons to press over there, so I don't blame you. I mean, one time I didn't record an entire interview with Lars Ulrich of Metallica, so because I didn't press the record button on the device.
What did you do when you went back to?
When I went back to the station, I just didn't bring it up. The program director asked about it once, and luckily it got distracted or was about to go on vacation. So I got off the hook, but the anxiety around that was through the charts.
Yeah, because I used to do all my interviews too from home back in the day, and I had a special phone line set up so they could just call in before you had like even Skype or anything like that, or now a lot of people use Zoom or like what we use, this technology that sounds much better, but like I can't even imagine. Were you in person? Like, were you out in the field?
Yeah, we were at the venue, and it was the morning guy, and it was also the program director, and he did the interview with Lars.
Oh, even worse, because you're like the co-host producer guy.
Right. And my job was, because this guy was such an idiot, he didn't know how to, operate a portable recorder. So my job was literally to go there, stand there, and press the button. Like, I had one job.
Because he was so inept at his job, you had to be there, and then you forgot.
That I had to do my job.
Oh.
Right. And then it was, luckily he never, he asked for it once, and I was like, yeah, it's coming your way, and then he just completely dropped it. He must have not liked the interview or something. I don't know.
Because Lars usually does a really good interview. He's a really nice guy, and you can ask him, Metallica. I play the drums really hard. It's just like
he's a great guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice dude.
And the good thing about Metallica, if you would have gone to them and said, "Hey, we messed up. Can we fly our guy into the next town?"
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, they would have done it.
Yeah.
You can imagine, now, it's hilarious because I think about all the times when I've had the same situation, but I knew how to, run the recorder. So I can't imagine that anxiety that you must have felt.
I remember getting home and I wanted to listen back to it, and then just like my heart was dropping and thinking, "Oh my goodness!"
Especially when you're the one sent there to do that job specifically because the guy
like literally one job, press the button, and I think I must have pressed it twice or something because it was on pause. I don't know what I did, or it was like
that's what I
recording in
did
my
just
pocket.
now.
Yeah, I don't know. So
record-
it happens. It happens to the best of us.
Oh, thank you for. See, Eddie always makes you feel better. Like he'll never call you an idiot. He'll tell you a story about where he felt bad about something he did instead.
Well, I mean, like this kind of thing. I also heard Mark Maron say that he did this with his podcast once. He had a guest in and didn't record. So,
like Obama comes in and he's like, "Whoops,
Yeah,
I forgot to
can you
record it. Can he come back?
Right.
No, never."
I mean, I've done it on It's News to Us. I've forgotten to press the button to go live on the station many times. These things happen.
Wait, so you did a whole show, and it was just like dead air on the station,
Right.
and oh my gosh, wow,
Yeah, we've done that multiple times.
And the weird thing is like, I think the first time I did it is when we were on with Sasha, and we recorded a thing, and then I did it like one other time, and now this, maybe two other times, but it's only been recently. So maybe that 8 hours of sleep isn't working. I don't know what to do.
Right.
So, but Eddie, you are the Dollop of Joy.
Go.
Because I don't know anybody like you. There's not another person that is the way you are, and I mean that in a positive way. Like,
okay.
I get to work with it. You got to understand this guy, Eddie Barella. I can't reveal everything because it's stuff we talk about that's secret, private.
A lot of secrets.
But you download the Adobe app and play those games. And tell me they aren't brilliant because Eddie Barella made those games.
I did make those games. And you can win an emo axolotl right now by playing the Word Mosh game.
We have somebody on our on the Adobe staff that grabbed an emo axolotl, and then she also grabbed, I believe we're teasing this, right? That Sasha has I don't know when you're listening to this, but Sasha on Thursday will have an announcement. It's another thing, this same person that works for us provided the prize again. Like they grabbed the emo axolotl. It was sold out. It was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
From Build-A-Bear. She grabbed that. And then this next prize, she also happened to get. She can't use the thing. And so she's like, hey, Adobe, what do you think? And now we have, whoever she is, she deserves a raise. I can just say that right now. But I love all the things that are happening. And if you aren't downloading our Adobe app, I mean, there are so many great things. Like if you're listening to this on Adobe right now, Eddie's going to be at this venue tomorrow night. If you're listening on Friday night, you're going to be, where are you at?
We're going to be at Frogtown Brewery.
In Los Angeles.
In Frogtown, Los Angeles.
Now,
that's right. We're with our Sonic Tap. We have the Paradox playing. Now, 2K Rio's going to be there. It's going to be
I'm excited because I love this band, Paradox.
Yes.
I see them on my For You page on TikTok.
It's not often you see anybody black and pop punk, and it's an all-black pop
and they
punk
sound
very
great.
Cool. Yeah.
And I mean, you look at the comments and they're like, hey, the kids are making rock and roll again.
Yeah. And, it's for them to be starting what they started in Atlanta, of all places, too, where, they got like a lot of crap for what they're doing, and, people didn't understand it, or like, you're wasting your time. But now they have the attention of people like Billy Joe Armstrong. They're going to be on Riot Fest.
Like that's so great. Like all these things are going on, and it feels like with all the horrors in the world, I feel like we're connected to something that's great.
Yeah, but I think there are a lot of people out there that just want to make fun things happen and try to get through the next.
Don't you feel like the greatest art comes from the darkest times?
Right. I mean, it's almost like a survival coping mechanism.
Yeah. And I will say this, Green Day has always been there through my entire career of seeing horrible things happen. And Green Day's always just been there as like a beacon of light somehow.
Oh, yeah.
And
we love Green Day.
They embrace this
they're
kid.
going to be releasing their own Slurpee flavor, I guess. And we're going to go to that.
What?
next week. So look on the Adobe socials for that.
Wait,
we're gonna go.
Are we giving away?
Billy
Are we giving away Green Day Slurpees? I hope so.
I don't know. But we're going to go to 7-Eleven and see Billy Joe Armstrong here next week. So follow Adobe Radio on Instagram and TikTok if you want to see that.
Oh, my God. It's so much fun. Every time I talk to Eddie, like he has so much going on that we can't constantly communicate all the time. And then I'll learn like what he's been up to with Adobe. And I'm floored. And I work with Adobe. There's so much stuff going on.
It's a lot. Yeah, we're very busy over here.
Yeah, and you can't always, there's not always a time where you can just tell me, and like you're probably exhausted by the end of the day because you're doing so much. So, Eddie, you bring joy into the world.
Well, thank you. You bring joy into the world too here on Adobe Radio with all of your amazing production. Everything sounds so good. So,
see,
you're the reason why the station sounds the way it does.
Well, and the thing is Eddie encourages you to do your thing. He sees somebody, oh, I like what you do, and then he just lets you do it. It's not like there's no like, I don't know, maybe you know. And he's always just like very kind and wonderful. And then behind the scenes, you're making games on the app. You're rearranging.
The app games are a product of the flu when I was in bed.
You made these games.
Yeah.
Word mosh.
Word mosh. I made word mosh while I was loopy with 120-degree fever. Yeah. So.
Oh my God. Yeah. So if you love mood killers, you got to get into Adobe more if you haven't already. If you listen to us on the podcast and you don't have the Adobe app, download it already. What are you waiting for? That's okay. That's enough, Eddie. Right. I recorded this just fine.
All right.
The chances of you pooping your pants as an adult is never 0.
It's good, but it's not great.